Hello, hello! Let's see what we can get up to today, everybody. Welcome, welcome! It'll be about 10 minutes before we start, guys. Roughly about 10 minutes, give or take. Please do keep in mind that respectfulness is the best policy here, people. Let us do our best to stay respectful and responsible in chat, please. It'll be about 5 o'clock EST when we start, everybody. Longest wait in existence, I am very aware. Sometimes we just need to wait. It just kind of happens. I don't really have a wait screen for you guys yet, so we are going to sit here and wait. Sorry about that, everybody. Streaming was a little wonked for a moment. Give it about 10 more minutes, everybody, and then we will start. We will be starting soon, everybody. I'm just now realizing that my microphone picked up the noises that my chair makes. I had no idea that my microphone would pick up the noise that my chair makes. I had no idea. Absolutely no idea. Five more minutes, everyone, and then we will start. We accidentally made it to where you guys could see my software for a moment. Oopsies. We'll be starting here in about 2 minutes, everybody. Hello, hello, welcome! It is now 5 o'clock and we are starting! Hello everybody, it is Stuffy Bunny here, aka Maddox's creation, or, Creator Maddox, whatever works best. Though I would prefer you call me Stuffy. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my first live stream, and today we are going to be playing Tender Loving Cannibal. This is a dating simulator based around Bob Velsib from Spooky Month, which was made by Senor Palo. If everybody's good and everybody's down, comfortable, and well seated, let's get started.
Breaking news! Fellow news. Alright, fellow news. Yes, let's go. What happened? What's going on? Oh, that's horrible. Oh no. And the news. No more breaking tonight. They already broke someone over there. Nah, that's it. No more news.
I believe that was Senor Palo's voice that I heard that was playing himself. Let's read this. Hues of pink and blue dance in the sky as streaks of sunlight peek through the clouds. The moving truck you rented is finally driving off. A few of your boxes left sitting on the sidewalk beside you. Moving alone is no easy task. Wishing you had had a friend to help you, you haul the rest of the boxes inside and set them down in a nearby closet. Your new home looks barren, just barely made habitable by the furniture you've managed to drag through the door. Now that your stuff is situated, you're aching for a break. I mean, I would be aching for a break too. I mean, your back's gotta hurt. Exiting your new home, you trail down the sidewalk. It's lighter out now, though the sun remains hidden by wispy clouds. This is gonna get interesting. Is that a missing poster? A newspaper lands abruptly at your feet, stopping you in your tracks. It's nearly smudged beyond recognition. Despite the weathered state of the page, you attempt to read it. I mean, I would pick it up. I wouldn't personally leave it on the ground. On January 2nd, yet another person was declared missing. Eyewitnesses report the individual having last been seen at the newly reopened family restaurant. Missing? Before you have time to finish reading the concerning headline, an autumn breeze sweeps it away, the cold air nipping fiercely at your skin. I mean, like I said earlier, I would have personally picked it up. Oh my god, is that us? Oh my god. You can't help but shiver at the sensation. Maybe it would have been smart to wear an actual coat today. Oh gee, I wonder what gave you that idea. Your walk continues, albeit with a quickened pace thanks to the newly gained information. Oh, look how cute we are! Wait, what? The quiet doesn't last long as you hear the faint rumbling of car engines steadily growing louder. Shotgun. Is that us? Look how cute we are! We're adorable! You turn as the vehicle abruptly screeches to a halt beside you. If the discomfort of the biting chill wasn't enough, the car door quickly bursts open. Two police officers get out of the vehicle, chattering amongst themselves as they approach you. Great. Once the officers come closer, it becomes apparent that neither of them wear a badge. Their bare-bones blue uniforms at least help distinguish them from normal citizens. Well, that's interesting. Huh. The very much pub with Senor Palo right there.
You there! Excuse me! I've got some questions to ask.
Oh, voicing. Lovely. To call this sudden would be an understatement. Is this about that time you stole a candy bar? You were just a kid. Yeah? Is there something you need?
What do you know about the disappearances in this town?
Whoa,
You're not
whoa.
a kidnapper, are
Whoa,
you?
whoa, 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 whoa. Chill. 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 I didn't ask for a shotgun to be shoved in my face. Well, that's great. You just smack him against the head. The officer's tirade was cut off when their partner, already looking completely fed up with the situation, slaps them on the back of the head. Disappearances. Kidnapper? That was enough to make anyone's heart rate spike. Before the panic sets in too much, the other officer speaks up in a calmer, more soothing voice.
Sorry about my partner there. They can get a bit intense around people, especially given everything that's been happening.
You've got a soothing voice. I guess that was the whole point. I don't like how your buddy over here is looking at me. It's okay. I guess I would be pretty high-strung too, with all that's going on. Cop awkwardly scratches the back of his neck. Why did I read that as stretches?
Yeah. And with things being so rough, we have to be extra careful. So, I'm gonna need to see some ID.
And make it snappy!
Shush.
I haven't got my ID. Sorry. Why wouldn't you carry an ID? Even if you just moved. Wouldn't you have an ID for the state you're present in? What? Both officers look perplexly at you. Before their confusion can turn into suspicion, you speak again. I just moved here, that's why. I can still give you my information. My name is... Sorry there, everybody. My broadcast keeps dropping. I don't understand why. I'll get it fixed at some point for you guys. By By the way, I prefer to go by I am a
I see.
seeker.
Thanks for letting me know.
The shorter officer looks you up and down as you speak, visibly trying to mesmerize your appearance.
Since you're apparently new around here, I'll give you this bit of advice. Be careful. My partner wasn't joking when they said people have been going missing.
We've got our eyes on you, buckaroo.
Do not ever call me Buckaroo ever again. You have no right to that nickname. You have no right. No right to that nickname.
If we hear you've tried any funny business, we're reporting you to the chief right away.
Oh no, we shouldn't pass the case to him. He's grumpy enough as it is.
We won't have to if the newbie behaves.
Without another word, the policemen hop back into their vehicle. The tires squeal a shrill tune as when the car tears off down the road, leaving you in a cloud of dust. Coughing as the car disappears into the distance, you're a bit shaken by the confrontation. Wow, I've been here for less than a day and I'm already getting profiled. To add to everything else, your empty stomach is growling intensely. Unpacking took longer than expected, leaving no time for breakfast. It's safe to say you are starving. Maybe I should get something to eat before I head home. Your brow furrows as you wonder what places are open within a walking distance. Oh my god, we're so cute. Wait a minute. Is that Ed from Ed's World? Is that an Ed World reference? Is it Ed's World reference? Oh, that's lovely. Before you can begin your journey to hunt down food spot, the sound of excited chattering catches your attention. You come to a halt in front of a large glass window. Curing meats hanging on display. And just past it, you can see a bunch of happy patrons. Burgers? They're probably cheap and filling enough. What could possibly go wrong? Anytime someone ever says that, everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Everything that could possibly go wrong will go wrong. I don't know why, I just looked around. I thought I heard that in my own house. That's lovely. With renewed enthusiasm, you push the glass door open as the bell jingles cheerfully from above. Upon entering, you're pleasantly greeted with a warm and aromantic atmosphere. Various people sit in the diner, making small talk and enjoying their food. Like clockwork, their chatter is drowned out by a voice calling out from further in the building.
Just a minute, please. I'll be with you shortly.
Oh, I love that. The light southern accent mixed with his deep tone sounds buttery, savory, and smooth. The man it belongs to has a big, toothy grin. It almost seems too big to be genuine. Yet here he stands, happily taking orders and humming a soft tune to himself. A badge is pinned to his chest, proudly displaying his name. Bob.
Sorry about that. What can I get for you?
Oh, lovely. Why don't you just give me the entire menu, Bob? His over-the-top smile brings chills down your spine. You ignore it as best as you can while taking a moment to browse the menu properly. We have a jolly meal, a Krabby Patty, and Bob's Special. Let's go with the jolly meal. Oh! Holly Jolly purchased the jolly meal at Boys and Grills. That's lovely! You hesitantly point to your menu item of choice. Having a small notepad already out, the employee nods and jots down your order before casting his gaze back towards you. Your heart skips a beat listening to him speak.
Sure. No problem, darling.
What? What? No way.
Anything else?
The nickname rolls effortlessly off his tongue. Heat rises to your cheeks, making you sputter in response as you try to think of anything other than the impromptu endearment. Loco Cola. Yeah, that's everything. The last sentence came out much quieter than you had intended. The employee's eyebrows raise, his expression unreadable for a fleeting moment. Suddenly, he squints and his smile widens before he bursts into hearty laughter. You give him a small smile in return. His laughter soon subsides, but its warmth remains.
Say, I ain't ever seen you here before. You new in town?
I don't like how the words roll off your tongue, sir. You lean against one of the bar stools, humming to yourself in thought before setting your arm on the cold marble counter.
Then
What if
that's
I
great.
am?
The town's always been too quiet for my taste.
Is anything ever not quiet enough or overly quiet for your tastes, sir?
It'll be nice to have someone around who can shake things up.
What if I don't want to shake things up? What if I just want to quietly be myself? I'll try not to let you down. Anyways, I got here this morning and was feeling too lazy to cook, so here I am.
Well then, nice to meet you. It ain't often people come around these parts anymore.
He hesitates, looking as though he wants to say
Your
more.
food will be done in a sec. Why don't you take a seat? After all, you must be tired.
He looks nice enough, maybe even someone you'd want to get to know more. Your thoughts are cut short when you realize you're still standing at the front. Yeah, you're right. I'll go. But thank you for being so nice.
Of course.
I don't like that. I don't like you, sir. You smile to yourself as you push away from the counter, leaving to find an empty booth close by. I just wanted. Guys, this is safe. We want him so bad. He is so hot. He's killed people though, so capture him. Is that what all wanted signs are about now? They're just calling killers hot or something? You sit down at a corner booth, idly observing the table setting. Salt and pepper shakers, an old napkin dispenser, and a laminated menu fail to catch your interest. There's also some dull scratches along the surface of the booth. You squint slightly, trying to make out some of the faded writing, only snapping back to attention when a plate of food is sat down in front of you.
Here you go, hon.
Not the nicknames again, no. Thanks.
While I'm here, you need anything else?
Well, apologize for ordering slow or keep quiet. I'll apologize. I wanted to apologize for earlier, taking so long to order. I didn't mean to hold up the line like that. Bob waves dismissively. His demeanor seems unshakable, even when sheer awkwardness is staring him dead in the face.
Think nothing of it, sweetheart. I've seen folks take much longer to buy way less.
When he finally turns from you, he walks away. You can hear him humming a tune to himself. It's unrecognizable to you and barely audible beneath the music playing from the diner's speakers. Maybe you'll get a chance to ask him about it soon. With a sigh of resignation, you grab your burger with one hand and check your phone with the other. No new messages. Nobody's checked up on you since you moved away. Your family has given you very little, apart from radio silence and some pocket change. Even though it's pretty discouraging, at least you're starting to connect with people here. Maybe this is where you can start fresh. You slide your phone into your pocket and stand up from your booth, waving goodbye to the cashier. Upon exiting the diner, of course I would say so. Is that Hatsune Miku? Hatsune Bob Miku. Bobsune Miku. Oh, that got me much more than it needed to. Oh, that's great. Oh my god. That got me so much more than it needed to get me. Oh, I love that. Babasune Miku. Now that's not something you see every day. Upon exiting the diner, you're instantly met with the cold gust of wind that spreads goosebumps down your arms. Once you check the time on your phone, the display confirms it is too late. It to be late afternoon. Not me having a issue trying to read. You start walking a brisk pace, feeling the food, feeling full of food and ready to explore. Dozens of nondescript stories line streets, none of them capturing your interest. At one point, you even pass by the police station and mentally note its location. As you're marching down the sidewalk, you spot a colorful building, pictures of delicious sweets covering the windows. Beckoned by the call of tantalizing treats, you start to approach the door. Unfortunately, mere seconds before you open it, a group of teens rush out. They slam into you, nearly knocking you to the ground in the process, heaps of candy spilling from their hands and bags. The shortest one recovers first, glaring up at you as his friends frantically salvage their fallen candy.
Watch it!
No, be nice. Maybe a little manners would do you some good, boy. Yeah, shorty. I shouldn't be mean to the child. Another boy This one wearing a beanie shushes him before politely addressing you.
Sorry about that. We gotta go.
Okay, bye. What was that noise? That running noise was hilarious. Quickly gesturing to his friends, the group grabs what remains of the candy before running off. You blink, staring at the dust cloud the group has kicked up in their wake. What was that about? What was all that about? You shrug off the encounter as you push open the door. You smell an intoxicating aroma of sugar. Oh! Once you enter, you see an employee frantically sweeping a candy-littered floor. She twitches at the sound of the door closing behind you and looks at you with wide, worried eyes. After a moment, she seems to calm down.
Welcome to the Candy Club. My name is Kelsey. How may I help you?
I want to help. I'm helpful. Do you need help? This place looks trashed.
Oh, no. I'm fine. Silly me, left the store unattended. Again. I stepped outside for a smoke break that I had no business taking. Then boom. Before you know it, disaster strikes.
She sighs sullenly before looking down at the floor.
This is the third time this month those brats stole candy!
The candy on the floor looks suspiciously familiar to the treats you'd seen in those teens' hands. It's safe to assume the poor clerk had just been robbed and you watched the perpetrators get away. I wouldn't let that. Is that the doll? That's the happy fella from that one episode of Spooky Month. I can help you clean up if you want, or I can pay for whatever they stole. I don't have much though. I made a good impression on Kelsey. Kelsey's eyes light up. She grips the broom tightly, beaming with newfound gratitude.
Oh, thank you so much. I can't believe you do something like that.
We'll collect the wasted candy and dispose it into the trash, while Kelsey restocks what was stolen. With some time and elbow grease, the floor looks spick and span. I guess I should pay for that candy now.
You really don't have to do that. I'll just put it on their tab. One of their moms always pays for what they steal. She's a real handful.
Oh, I'd still feel bad if I came here and didn't get anything. Instead, you pluck a bag of mixed candy off a nearby shelf. Various wrapped chocolates and toffees rattle inside as you place the package on the counter. Kelsey drops her broom, letting it clatter to the floor as she quickly ducks behind the register to ring up your purchase.
And will that be all? You don't have to buy anything more. It's just...
She lowers her voice secretively.
You don't have to buy anything more. It's just the store's policy to say that every time.
Your eyes scan the selection of sweets before honing in on a couple more cheap bags that you can get. Score. I'll take 2 bags of those candies, please. I can't pass up on a good sale. Kelsey laughs while snagging 2 of the bags.
You and another customer of mine. He always likes buying these in bulk.
As her voice trails off, she seems a bit nervous. Regardless, she shakes it off and tells you how much you owe. Passing the money over, you speak in a low, soft voice. You're not sure if she's even allowed to keep tips. The money falls out of Kelsey's hands as her arm goes limp, mouth dropping open as she stares at you. Are you okay?
Yeah, totally. Perfectly fine. And,
Your smile becomes smaller, more genuine.
thank you.
Aww. She's just a sweet baby. As your interaction with the cashier comes to a halt, you take one final look around the store, as you absolutely have to come back in the future. The collection of sweets is super impressive, and wait, something doesn't feel right. Was that a cult? Is that the cult? It's a cult. It's a cult. Your eyes start back to the window at the front of the building, allowing you to just barely catch a glimpse of the silhouettes moving beyond the pane. It was a cult. It was that cult. I'm willing to bet on it. It was that cult. It was the cult. A formation of fleeting figures is the only thing you can really make out before they vanish from sight. Take a couple steps away from the cash register, closer to the window. Your eyes narrow as you try to figure out where they went.
Hey, are you okay?
Still unsettled, you whirl around to face her. Yeah, I guess. Oh, Jesus. That startled me. Kelsey clings to the counter, startled by the sudden alarm. Beep. This time, the sudden noise causes you both to jump. Before you can get a chance to ask Kelsey what the beeping was, she starts ushering you towards the back door. She even goes so far as to snag her previously discarded broom to shoo you away. Hey, what the?
Quick, you have to go before my coworker finds out I was slacking off. And I have to finish cleaning that mess.
Her borderline rambling mixed with the occasional pokes of the broom makes it impossible for you to get a word in edgewise. Before you know it, you're shoved out into the alleyway. The back door slams behind you. You can faintly hear Kelsey call out to you from the other side.
Sorry, and it was nice meeting you. Take care!
What a rush. What a rush conversation. The cashier might actually have been more high-strung than the police. Among Us. The sugar is a lie. The sugar is a lie. The sugar is a lie. Stop writing on the walls. LMAO. Stinky. Wax load of candy. There's a lot of missing posters. There is a lot of missing posters. Grand opening. There's a lot of detail. Restricted area, authorized personnel only. There's a pumpkin sticker. I don't know what the poster represent. Now alone in the dingy back street, you look up and spot the darkening sky above you. Time definitely got away from you while you were talking to Kelsey, and it's best to head home before it gets too dark out. Navigating your way out of the literal maze of roads is a real challenge, but eventually you make your way back home. Is that a FNAF reference? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Was that the bite of 87? Stars twinkle above you as you stumble inside, drained by your eventful day, my life in the daily basis. With exhaustion at the forefront of your mind, you quickly make your way towards your bed. You're out like a light before your head can hit the pillow, but your sleep is by no means a dreamless one. What's that supposed to mean? Oh. The vast expanse lays stretched out before you. Grasses and weeds seem to wither and crawl beneath your feet, never slowing, never stopping. The ground feels unsteady, the sky somehow off. Chancing a glance upwards, it's like staring off into a yawning abyss, a chasm occupied by countless unfathomable things. The world up there is far beyond the world down here, but echoes of it still sing a droning melody to you. It's beautiful. A sense of loneliness persists, but you are not alone. Surely not in a place as large as this, right? Oh, look at this. Railing the ground, a thick fog spreads far into the mountains. Where's it coming from? Every gasp for breath is shallow. You're starting to get dizzy. Far beyond wherever you are now, a monocle mountain range blocks your way. Even if you had the mind to see where this path leads, it would take forever to make it anywhere, and who knows what's hiding in those hills? Oh wait, no. These stars are way different from the usual constellations found littering the astral realm. The longer you look at them, the more you realize they are an odd shade of blue. Okay, so now we can click up here, because I've seen everything. What? Wait, I don't know what that was. A sudden breeze whips through the field, causing the grass to rattle, and an ominous chorus. A silent chill that follows pierces through your skin and in your very bones. The night is peaceful, but its bitterness is unrelenting. Your eyes flutter a little. Endless quiet engulfs your senses. The desires for sleep is hard to overcome. Lying down on the soft grass, you stare into nothingness. It's a nice way to go. Go? A cluster of stars above twinkle mirroringly at you, at your plight. They whisper to one another, giggling and looking at you all the while. You look back at them, determining how you will respond. Speak, remain silent. I'm gonna remain silent. Your silence seems to stretch into infinity. Blinking and breathing, having both become long-forgotten needs. The world unravels around you as you slowly slip into an impossibly deep trance. Oh, and that's how we woke up. ... Wakefulness doesn't come easily. It crawls back into your mind like a wounded animal, hesitant and weak. The world around you only appears as blurred shapes and contours before the finer details come into focus. A bead of sweat runs down your face, burning hot, feverish, yet feverishly cold. It feels like you're sick, but that can't be right. You were fine before going to bed. Your hands are littered by divot imprints into your flesh, judging by the hints of blood beneath your fingernails. This was your own doing. Did you have a nightmare? No need to dwell on that. There are things you need to do today, right? You should get ready to go. Inside are a few knickknacks, mostly easy access stuff, a box of tissues, some paper clips, and a spare phone case. There's also a pair of earrings that you quickly put on. Thank you, they're made of materials you aren't allergic to. Everything in the house that's worth stealing is nestled safely in here. This cabinet alone is responsible for half of the keys on your key ring. That's because it contains your hats. Beanies of varying shapes, clips, pins, other headwear, all of them lined up in neat rows. You'd buy a set of foam heads to put them on, but there's not enough room right now. Take down your favorite accessory and put it on your head. I'm curious, what's this? It's a little bunny staring at you judgmentally. Don't you have better things to do? Hop to it. It's pretty cool. Can open and close the curtains. That's a fun part. What is really funny? I'm going to... close the curtains. They're not registering that they're closed. We hear the audible noise. The bed is made, or close to it. Anyways, it's not unbearable to look at, despite how much you tossed and turned last night. Its sheets are dotted with blood, but that can be cleaned up later. Taking a peek beneath the edge of the bed reveals a couple of pairs of shoes. You select the most comfortable pair and slip them on. After you've put together the most important pieces of your outfit, gotten your keys, you determine that you're ready to leave. Breakfast can be sorted out later. Ah, yes, leave without eating anything. Sunlight embraces you as you step outside, momentarily blinding you at the same time. It takes a bit before your vision clears, forcing you to blink away the bright spots that take ages to fade. Now that you're finally out of the house, memories of locations and streets come flowing back. You can choose where to go more easily than yesterday. Oh, let's go to the police station. After what you saw through the Candy Club's window yesterday, you figure speaking to the policeman again is a smart idea after all. Being stalked is a good reason to make a report, so hopefully they won't be upset by your intrusion. There's another missing poster. There's a lot of missing posters. County of... Sleek, glassy buildings stretch far beyond the quiet street, the tinted windows mirroring yourself and the occasional car roaring past, reflecting off dark glass panes. After making a final turn, you notice the familiar police car parked in front of the tall, dark building. with navy blue accent colors. Upon further inspection, there's someone sitting in the back of the vehicle. Whoever cuffed them seems to have forgotten something, or rather someone. As you step closer, the person in the back seat locks eyes with you, their expression full of fear. That is such a quiet help me. Aww, it's so sad. They look at you like a kicked puppy silently begging for freedom. I'm gonna free them. Yes, I'm going to free them. Quickly look around, checking to make sure there's no witnesses for your potential crime you're about to commit. Seeing that the coast is clear, you scooch over to the car door and, fumbling only the slightest bit, you yank the door open and the person in the back spills out. They let out a yelp as they fell towards the ground, but before they can slam into it, you manage to catch them.
Yo! You're a lifesaver. Thanks, dude.
No problem? It looks like you're still a little tied up.
Huh?
You gesture to the
Oh, I
handcuffs.
forgot about those. It's okay, though. The Rizmeister keeps spare keys in the glove box. Snag 'em for me? I'm pretty pleased with extra cheese.
What the what? Rizmeister? What's this guy waffling about? They seem harmless, and they have been left out if they actually done something bad, right? Fortunately, you find the keys after rummaging around, spotting them hidden away under some crumpled wrappers of receipts for a jolly meal. We slide out of the cop car, shutting the door behind you and shuffling over to the unnamed suspect. You might as well change that since now you're partners in crime.
Hey, you found him. Real dope moment there, pal. Now if you could just handle this.
They wiggle their cuffed arms before smiling at you.
Handle this? We can both get out of here. And take nuggies on me whenever you're free.
Tempting, but there's something I'm more interested in. Name of my new partner in crime. They let out a sigh, a relieved sigh, as their easygoing grin makes a comeback.
Wow, you had me spooked there. An out-of-season spook for poor little Entity. So scary.
You take the time to introduce yourself to Entity. Might as well let them know who you are, as you can cash out the offer of free nuggies. Unlocking the cuffs only takes a moment, as they eagerly rub their wrists, they shut the handcuffs, and gesture for you to give them the keys. What are you planning to do?
I figured I'd return them since I'm not using them.
Their tone is casual. Borderline aloof, it looks like this might be pretty regular routine for them. You shrug and pass them the cuffs. In no time, they open the car door, toss them inside, and shut it.
But thanks again for the help, dude. You're pretty cool.
You're welcome, and you too. They nod and flash you a grin.
Swag! Now I gotta scram before the Rizmeister and the Jolly Fryboy find out you set me free. See you later!
Entity waves at you before slinking away. As they press down the street and vanish out of sight, you realize something. How are you supposed to get free nuggies if you don't know where to find them? They didn't give you a number, address, or anything. Had you been scammed? Oh, not the nuggies! No! Heartbroken over your nuggetless state, you turn your attention back to what you came here for. You can look for Entity another time. With the door now closing softly behind you, you find yourself face to face with a firearm pointing directly at you.
Put your hands up! You're under arrest!
Sir! I did not ask for this! Jesus Christ!
Just joking!
Jesus, that's not a joke!
What the heck? You can't just point your gun at...
After leveling a glare at his partner, the glasses-wearing officer decides to insert himself into the conversation.
Say, what was your name again?
Well, you forgot my name! Oh, he forgot my name! Oh, that's great. I'll say my name again. It's Stuffy. Didn't I tell you yesterday?
I'm more of a nickname type of guy myself.
The officer taps the brim of his hat as he gives you a
I
smile.
won't forget your name again, Sugar Cube. And that's on my oath as an officer.
He totally just forgot your name again, didn't he? Oh yeah, no, most definitely he just did. That reminds me, I don't think I've gotten a chance to introduce yourselves properly yet. There's no time like the present.
That's true. Most folks here call me Captain, but Shotgun Man here calls me Kappa.
We are going to pause stream for a moment, everybody. I have to do something. So I guess just sit here and enjoy the music of the game while I go do something real quick. Hello, everybody, I'm back. I know, I was gone for a good minute. But I am back now, so yippee, right? Let us continue with where we left off.
Most folks here call me Captain, but Shotgun Man here calls me Kappa.
Shotgun Man?
Shotgun Man! You'll be seeing that name in the papers soon. I've got the highest record for arrests in the whole police department.
I'm gonna say doubt. No, wait. I'm gonna ask him why his name is Shotgun Man. Why are you called that? Is that on your birth certificate?
Wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, I wish! My mom and pop could never come up with something that cool.
I was surprised if your parents did actually name you that. That isn't a very befitting name of a child.
I actually named myself!
Once he found out folks were calling me Captain after my promotion, he thought we needed to match. To be honest, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, you get to be called Captain since you're the captain. Chief is chief because he's the chief.
And you're called Shotgun Man because you're a total badass. I'm sorry about my partner. It's nice to see you. How have you been? What have you been up to?
All things considered, I'm doing fine. The two officers seem far less high-strung than they were yesterday. Perhaps it's safe to actually make a proper small talk. I'm gonna cut straight to the point here. I was having a good day yesterday, but something strange happened at night. Policemen freeze, their posture becoming rigid. You continue to talk. While out and about, I noticed something watching me. I'm probably just paranoid, but I thought you two should know. A look of dread looms over them, one of them clearing their throat before managing to find the right words.
Did you see what they looked like?
You what? What are you thinking? Going alone to dangerous places when there's trouble afoot? Make a friend and bring them with you, so you've got a safety buddy.
I swear to God, this friggin' Shotgun Man's gonna be the friggin' death of me.
Captain turns to glare at the other, mumbling a quiet curse to himself before quickly turning back towards you.
They're just worried about you, pal. You're not in any danger, just on edge like the rest of us. Listen, if you ever get an actual description of what this something looks like, come back and file a report as soon as you can. Until then, there's not much we can do but offer obvious advice.
While being able to make a report would be nice, you'd have to be close enough to see any of the details. Dangerously close. You'll have to decide if it's worth the risk. So I finished unpacking and wandered around, but that's about
That's
it.
understandable. I wouldn't do much if I didn't have friends either.
They don't mean that. Although I do hope you have someone to spend time with. If not, well...
He winks, gesturing to the rest of the police station behind them.
You know where I'll be.
You quickly shake your head, making it clear you're not interested. No thanks, exploring on my own has worked just fine so far.
I mean, if you insist.
Let 'em be, Kappa. If they want to wander around and get caught by some evil kidnapper, so be it.
I can defend myself just fine, you know.
We'll see about that when the time comes. Don't say I didn't warn you when you're phoning the feds because you need a hero.
Don't be rude. Being new doesn't mean they're totally helpless. If you change your mind, don't hesitate to let us know. Like I said, we usually hang out here when we're not on patrol.
Let's just hope the next time you see us, we won't be putting you behind bars.
And don't worry about Shotgun Man. He's all bark, no bite.
I'm all blam and no bite, baby.
Talk about Candy Club. I went to the candy store and ended up witnessing a crime.
Huh? And you didn't report this? Go to the front desk to submit a witness report as soon as you can.
Yeah, so we can find out who did it and cuff them.
I mean, I don't know how comfortable you'd feel about arresting some kids. The more boisterous of the pair laughs and slaps his fist against his chest.
Kids? No problem. No one's above the law.
I think that's so silly. His partner slaps the back of his head and ignores the pained yelp he lets out.
Let me guess. A trio of punk teens stealing candy.
Actually, yeah. I take it you're familiar with them?
Unfortunately.
I assume that means they've been caught before then.
Caught? Caught? Those rascals are the furthest thing from slick. Of course they got caught.
But anytime they get booked, their parents swoop in and chastise us. Since they're so young, we've got no choice but to release them after an hour or two tops.
Discipline is important. A little arrest never hurt anybody. Some time in a slammer would scare them straight. Hey, S-A-P!
Well, let's talk about boys and girls. Yesterday, I went to this place called Boys and Girls. I wasn't expecting to luck out so much on my first day here, but they've got great stuff.
I just love their food. The fries are my favorite. The owner is a little scary, though. He's too tall.
Maybe you're just too short.
Scary? Who's the owner then?
He's hard to miss. Big guy with an even bigger smile. Usually wears a cook's uniform. Never seen without the cap on during work hours.
He's a noir, too. Can't forget that.
Huh? Kappa? What the hell is a noir?
Is it not obvious? Someone with black hair. Blonde, brunette, noir.
That makes no sense. Just say he has black hair. You don't have to speak French about it.
What can I say? I'm a man of palpable prose.
You're a pain in my ass is what you are.
While the bickering continues, you're given a moment to consider what you've been told. Big guy with an even bigger smile, a fry cook's uniform, and noir, whatever that means. Based on these descriptors, it's easy to see that Shotgun Man is referring to Bob. Maybe he's not so friendly to everyone he meets, and you're a special case. Or maybe you just made a vast loop in logic. You've only known him for a day or so, after all. Policeman paused for a moment as Captain looks expectingly at his partner.
Hey, by the way,
Shotgun Man seems sheepish as he shifts uneasily in place.
sorry about yesterday. I know Kappa already apologized, but maybe you're not as much of a criminal as I thought you were. I've still got my eye on you, though. So, no funny business. Got it?
Captain looks amused by his partner's attempt at an apology.
It's been nice having a proper visitor around the station. Feel free to drop by anytime. If you need help, or...
or if you spot any criminals out there. You help us out, and we'll return the favor. Capiche?
Alright, I understand. The officer is an interesting one. The offer is an interesting one. Though you may or may not accept it. 2 officers seem relatively harmless, but that doesn't mean things can't take a turn later on. Hopefully you're free of any more spooky encounters. As the conversation with the cops reach its conclusion, you depart from the duo with a wave and the promise to chat again in the future. Where to go now? Go to the candy club. Oh, here's Kelsey! I love Kelsey. Kelsey is so silly. Even though we just met her. Kelsey is very, very silly. Kelsey stands behind the counter. She blows a puff of air as she stares off at the wall. Hiya! How you been, Kelsey? She perks up when she hears your voice, straightening her posture. Her eyes sparkle as she sees you enter.
Nice to see you again. I've been doing okay. Just tending to the shop as usual.
Silence rings as you both stare at each other. The conversation needs a topic. I'm gonna ask about the kidnappings because I don't want to save that for a last thing to talk about. It feels rude. After a moment's pause, your mind stares back to the disappearances you heard about. Can I ask you a weird question?
Sure. What is it?
Do you think this town is safe? Kelsey idly tugs at a strand of her hair.
I don't know what you mean by that. Of course this town is safe.
Apparently, people have been going missing. I got pulled aside and interrogated by some cops all because no one knew me. It's just a little worrying.
Oh, the kidnappings. Everyone calls them kidnappings. But it's not even official. The victims could just be going on a synchronized vacation for all we know.
She laughs awkwardly at her own joke before her smile softens in the face of your worry.
I've heard it's nothing major. This town hardly sees crime, usually. We've got a great police force. Just forget about the time they arrested civilians for a week straight. No, that was pretty terrible. Who randomly arrests someone for saying their store is closed?
You rub your neck when you feel the tension in the shop weighing on you. Good thing I didn't move in that week, huh? Thankfully, Kelsey pauses her rant to giggle at your comment.
That's a good one. Well, maybe it's a good thing you showed up now.
She twists the ring on her finger, tone turning solemn, as her gaze drops down to the countertop.
It's been a while since, a decent person came to the shop.
She looks like she wants to say more, but doesn't. Ask about the teenagers. Did those teens ever come back?
I'm surprised you remember that. No, they didn't. At least not during my shift.
That's good. Can't have them putting you out of business. You chuckle at your clever remark. Kelsey giggles as well.
I heard from a coworker that Roy's mom came by later and slammed a check on the counter as compensation.
Her words are cheekily whispered to you, like you're a special confidant. Which one was Roy again? I never caught their names.
Roy's the short one with the cap on. He's kinda the ringleader of the group.
The leader? He looks like he's in elementary school. That's what I'm saying. He's so short. He's so small.
Maybe it's 'cause his parents spoil him rotten. The other kids are nicer.
Yeah, one of them apologized before running off. Hopefully they won't be committing crimes next time I see them.
I don't know much about them other than that. They usually hang around in their little gang, as they put it.
You want me to make them apologize to you?
Oh, no, that's okay. I'd rather it be them that steals things than some other crazy person.
If you say so, I'll keep an eye out for them anyway. Ask about how Kelsey slept. How did you sleep last night?
Oh? Well, I slept fine, even with my dreams.
Dreams or nightmares?
No, not nightmares.
She looks uncertain.
It's a recurring dream I've been having for years. It's not scary, per se, but it's not pleasant.
Want to talk about it? Kelsey looks more nervous than before, twirling the gold ring on her finger. She fails to hold eye contact, instead looking at the walls of pink and white.
No, it's fine. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the dream is just bright. Blinding, even. It's been years. I still have no idea what to make of it.
That's an odd way to describe a dream. Bright? Blinding? Why does that seem familiar? Dreams are weird. You can never tell what they're going to be, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
So, how's your day been so far? Kelsey looks up at you, shock written on her face.
I'm just very, very busy.
Kelsey winces a little as she breathes through her teeth.
You know, with keeping this place together and my personal life. It's a lot for a person to handle. I'm probably overworking myself. That's all. What about you? How have you been?
I'm fine. Just exploring this place a bit. I'm still new in town. One day doesn't change much. How long have you been here? She seems pleased that someone genuinely asked her about herself.
I've lived here my whole life. In the same house I grew up in. The rest of my family.
Kelsey pauses for a moment, a somber glimpse in her eyes.
They moved away. It's no problem, though. I don't need pity. Sorry, I didn't mean to rant.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Like I said, it's no problem.
Kelsey pauses, taking a moment to look around the store. When she doesn't see a line behind you, she meets your gaze again.
Well, anyway, is there anything I can get you? Anything at all?
Good question. I've been meaning to pick up some more stuff from here, but I'm not sure what to choose.
That's alright. Here, I'll show you what we have in stock for today.
And, let's go with off-brand Skittles. We've got gumballs, gop stoppers, and skits. That'll be it for me. See you later, Kelsey.
Take care now. Thanks for stopping by.
She's so silly. Boys and Grills, let's head over there. Yay. Seeking some grounding normality from whatever it was you had dreamed about the night prior, you make your way over to Boys and Grills. The diner opens up before you as you slip inside. A constant hum of low chattering fills your ears. coming from the crowd around you. Beyond the sea of social anxiety, you can hear the sound of Bob calling out orders as he works the grill. You need to figure out what to do to catch his attention. What to do? Should I call out to him or join the line? I don't want to be rude, but at the same time, I don't want to join the line in case I just don't get anything. Let's call out for him. Not wanting to get caught up in the growing line of customers, you choose to stay off to the side, try to draw his attention. You cup your hands around your mouth and call out to him. Oh my god. Bob! Hey Bob! No dice. Between casual conversations of orders being called out, there's no way Bob will be able to hear you. Deciding to change your method, you stand on your tiptoes and try to flag him down. You flail your arms as best as you can in hopes that you might catch his attention. Fortunately for you, the only results of your bizarre dance are some concerned looks thrown your way, mixed with some muffled laughter. It seems though as joining the line is really your only option. You dejectedly take your place at the end of the queue, which has only grown longer in your absence. Sliding behind the last person in line, you patiently wait, and wait, and wait, and wait. Oh, look at the baby! Oh, he's so cute. Oh, poor boy, he's so cute. The voice of the cashier snaps you out of your daze, making you jolt as the employee speaks to you.
Welcome to Boys and Grills. What can I do for you?
Sorry, I just
Hey.
need to. You lean around the confused employee, spotting Bob not too far away. The concrete sliding noise. Oh, that's the best thing I could possibly have heard from this. He looks like he has his hair dyed. I can't really tell though. Waving to catch his attention, you frantically move your arms about in the hopes that he notices. Thankfully he does before you make a fool out of yourself again.
It's great to see you again, darling. What brings you around here?
Oh no, the curly-haired boy is so sad. You pause for a moment, arm no longer flailing, before summoning the courage to speak. Maybe we could chat if it's not too bothering. I mean, despite your best efforts, a lack of certainty is evident in your voice. Bob looks fixedly at you for a moment before his face returns to its usual smile.
I'll tell you what, my break starts in about
It trails off as he glances at the diner's clock.
10 minutes. I'll chat all you like then.
Sure. See you then. And just sit over here, back where the freaking posted wanted sign is. Wanted poster. Yes, the wanted poster. Bob returns to his spot by the grill. Time slowly ticks as you watch the patrons finish their food, then trickle out the door one by one. When about 5 minutes have passed, this people-watching session is interrupted by the approach of an employee. They wear a similar uniform to Bob, but far different expression on their face.
Hey, you've been here for a hot minute. Can I get you anything or show you to a different seat? This booth is usually reserved for families.
Oh, sorry, I'm waiting for someone. It won't take long. He should be here in just a few minutes. The employee squints at you for a moment, then they shrug.
Right. Sorry for the trouble then. If you need anything, wave me over and I can take your order.
I love how she talks. It's like oida. I don't understand that kind of accent or like hitch to the voice, but I think it's cute. And I love her design. She's absolutely adorable. Without waiting for another response, the employee turns and walks off towards another occupied table. Thankfully, the rest of your wait is quite uneventful. Customers come and go in droves, but none of them try to initiate conversation. Some other employees spare you passing glances, but even they leave you alone. Once enough time has passed, you don't notice the shadow being cast over you until the man responsible for it waves awkwardly to get your attention.
Sorry for being late. I hope I didn't make you wait too long.
He waits for you to gesture that he is welcome to sit before he settles in the seat in front of you.
The name's Bob, though I bet you could have figured that out by reading my nameplate.
Oh, lovely. He pauses before holding his hand out to you to shake. Let's shake his hand. I mean, this is supposed to be an introduction, right? I'm Stuffy. Nice to meet you. You return the handshake with an amount of vigor. Practiced gesture used in quite a few past job interviews. I was never charming enough to land you the gig, but Bob appears more than satisfied by your show of politeness.
Pleased to meet you. The name sure suits a face like yours.
Hey, now. Hey. No. No flirting. His compliment is just as surprising as it is flattering. Without a response ready, you fidget a little with your hands, muttering words of gratitude under your breath.
You said you were new here? You been here long or what?
Nah, I actually moved in yesterday.
Really now?
You nod in affirmation. Once I got done unpacking, I thought it would be a good idea to explore. After some wandering, I ended up here. Turns out this is the closest food joint to my house. Lucky me.
You don't say. A lot of customers have been turning up like that. Wanderers are great for business, but y'all sure can wear a fella out.
Bob rubs one of his eyes as he yawns, clearly exhausted from today's shift.
Speaking of which, anything catch your eye so far in this town?
That's a tough one to answer. But if I had to choose anything that stood out to me so far, it would be... No, I'm not gonna say that. Checked out the candy club yesterday, and it was pretty nice. The woman at the counter got robbed overall, but I would call
Robbed?
it a... You paused, opting not to point out his interruption. Yes, robbed. It wasn't a stick-up or anything, just some greedy kids trying to shake down the place for some candy while the cashier was on break. Kelsey was her name, I think. Visible relief washes over Bob's face.
You? You had me worried there.
Why? Do you know her?
Not particularly well. Let's just say I frequent the place as much as I can. I've got a massive sweet tooth, you see. More than a few paychecks have been put into that store. And it'd be a crying shame if I weren't able to get my fix.
Your fix? Just how often do you even go there?
Like I said, whenever possible. Usually when I've just gotten off of work, though.
I flustered him. Oh my gosh. His sheepishly is kind of endearing. Maybe you can run with it. Withhold the zinger. Make a clever comeback. It honestly makes sense. You're a
What do you
candy
mean by
addict.
that?
Well, you know what they say. You are what you eat. And it seems like you're a sweetheart to me.
You don't...
You don't.
I ain't...
While he struggles to reply, he nervously scratches the back of his head.
Well, that's quite nice of you to say.
Hey! A lull in conversation follows soon after your words. Silence is by no means tense, but as Bob starts to look around the diner, you made it painful aware that it needs to be filled somehow. Think, Stuffy, think. Hey, Bob, what's your favorite color? Thankfully, Bob doesn't look too pressed about the quality of your icebreaker.
Oh, red for sure. It stands for danger, but also courage. What about yours?
There's no pink. Let's go with yellow.
Why's that?
Did you know that in Egypt, yellow symbolizes mourning?
Really? I thought yellow meant you got jaundice.
I should not be laughing at that. I should not be laughing at that. The laughter that follows Bob's juvenile remark is enough to make your eyebrows raise. As a seasoned fan of the color yellow, this sort of commentary is nothing you haven't heard before. Once he's done reveling in his own comedic genius, Bob's laughter devolves into the occasional giggles. Very funny.
Why don't you tell me another fact? I promise not to interrupt.
Well, despite the mourning thing, yellow is mostly associated with happiness and luck. So I can't help but smile a little whenever I see it.
Any other reasons you like yellow?
I'm sorry.
Any other reasons you like yellow?
Huh? Yellow? Yellow. Okay then. Well, it reminds me of the tulips that grow outside my old house. They were always so bright and pretty when they got enough water at least.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. Ain't had much luck keeping plants alive myself.
The trick is in a little TLC.
TLC?
Tender loving care.
Oh, yeah, the same trick I use for making great food. I'll keep that in mind.
Yellow submarine. Tell Bob your favorite color is yellow. Another natural pause forms in the conversation. Perhaps Bob is aware of your fantastical fun facts, or maybe he's just a little bored. Either way, he speaks up, one more to be decided.
Say, what do you think about Halloween? It's personally my favorite holiday.
I actually really like Halloween, so I'm gonna be honest. I love Halloween. The decorations, the costumes, the trick-or-treating, haunted houses, all that stuff. Bob nods along in his hearty agreement.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, if only the rest of the town celebrated it longer. As soon as Halloween's over, these folks get rid of their jack-o'-lanterns and rush to decorate the Christmas tree.
I feel that. It's like the decorations disappear as soon as November 1st hits. That is so true. That is so true. The moment November 1st appears, suddenly it's Christmas. At least the candy goes on sale the next day. He brightens up at the mention of candy.
Good point. It's the perfect chance to stock up on some sweets. But it's still a shame they skip right to Christmas.
Why not? Yeah, but at least we can celebrate Halloween together.
Oh? I might have to take you up on that. But what would the plans be?
Let's go with pumpkin carving. I like carving pumpkins. We could carve pumpkins together and see who can make the spookiest one.
I like a challenge. Though my carving skills are unmatched.
I don't like how you're talking, sir. Don't get too cocky.
I'm just being honest. Costumes, you say?
Yeah. At the mention of costume, Bob's smile fades away. Did you say something wrong? The constant eye contact usually seems like a sign he's paying attention, but without a grin it feels like he's staring right through you. To help cope with the unease, you add another suggestion. Maybe we could match? At a sudden return to form, he cackles a bit.
A big, fat, grown man in a costume. Sure, I doubt there are any costumes my size, though.
We could make you one. Bob seems taken by surprise.
What am I gonna be anyways? Frankenstein's monster?
You'll see when Halloween comes up.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
Alright then, keep your secrets. Why do you gotta say keep so aggressively? What if we went to a haunted house?
Nah, I've been to 'em 100 times. Didn't even scare me the first time. But I guess if you need someone to hold your hand, I wouldn't mind going with you.
I'm not a baby.
If you say so. But I've gotta warn you, them folks behind the haunted house mean serious business. The guy in charge makes it his life's mission to scare the devil out of you. And then some. Not that it's ever worked on me, but you get the idea.
As another lull of conversation forms, you take a moment to stretch. Having sat down for so long makes your joints creak and groan. But the movement is fairly effortless until pain. Without warning, a burning pain rips through your skin on your fingers. You let out a hiss, unthinkingly clutching your hand and reopening the once forgotten lessons in the process.
Are you okay? Something wrong with your hands?
I just woke up with them like this.
You could have told me earlier instead of just sitting there in pain.
Why are you so worried?
Here, I've got some bandage you can use.
Okay. Pulling a yellow bandage out of his pocket, he reaches out and carefully takes hold of your hand, treating it as if though it was made of glass. His eyes scan the injuries, pupil dilated at the sight of your blood. Your breath briefly catches in your throat at both the surprising gesture and the piercing gaze directed your way. Oh. A chill rolls down your spine, goosebumps prickling the skin of your arms. Bob? The sound of your voice seems to snap him out of whatever daze he's in. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Here, take it. Accept the bandage with a nod. Put pressure on the worst of the gouges. Thankfully, the rest are far smaller and will heal in no time. That's okay. Thanks for this. I appreciate it. When you smile gratefully at him, a red hue on Bob's face seems to grow even stronger.
You're welcome, darling.
Aww. I still don't like that nickname though, sir. Bob yelps with surprise when a piercing sound of air horn suddenly rings out from behind the register. Brutally pierces through your quiet moment, leaving some of the dinner patrons wincing and covering their ears. You and Bob look to find the source of the wreck, only to see the cashier waving frantically.
Break's over, Bob. Wrap it up and get back here.
It's the cult. Look.
Alright, fine. I'll be there in a bit. Turn that damn thing off!
Bob shakes his head at the employee's interruption. before pushing himself up from the seat.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I've taken up quite a bit of your time anyway.
Maybe so, but it ain't a bother. It's wonderful having someone like you to talk to.
Thanks. Since the feeling is mutual, I'll be sure to stop by more. He laughs before wiping his hands off on his apron.
You better.
You're left sitting there when Bob returns to the register and is intensely reintegrated into the hustle and bustle of the diner. After taking another look around the diner and notice the horde of customers, you finally get up from your booth. Bob gives you a final nod of acknowledgement before you make your way out the door. Excuse me. Take a drink of water. There we go. Stepping outside, you're briefly blinded by the slow setting sun. The town bathed in rays of glittering gold and radiant red. As beautiful as the sight is, a sinking feeling settles its way into your stomach as you recall the words of the officers from the day prior. Missing people, potential murders, or kidnappings. Perhaps it would be best if you avoid staying out too late, just in case anything might happen. Hastily walking away from boys and girls, you rush through the streets and make your way back to your home. Your eyes flicker from side to side, watching as you encroach, the shadows steadily draw closer. Ach. By the time you finally remember looking in front of you, it's already far too late to stop yourself from bumping into the person that suddenly appears before you. Wham! Dazed, you fall onto the ground and scrape your hands against the pavement. Old wounds are reopened, and the stinging pain shoots up your arm, for the sound of a familiar voice soothes it away.
Nice running into you again. But you didn't need to make it so literal.
Oh, hey, it's Bob. Wait a minute. I'm just pulling your leg. I just looked over, guys. It's the Bob Sune Miku poster again. And Bob's right there. Bob Sune Miku. Bob Sune Miku. I can't. It's hilarious. Bob sounds a bit more tired than earlier, probably due to working all day. He holds out a calloused hand for you to take, giving you the opportunity to accept it or not. I'll accept his hand. You accept it, feeling the rough palm beneath your fingertips before carefully being pulled upwards. The warmth of his hand seeps into you as he sets you back on your feet.
Sorry about that. I hope your landing wasn't too rough. That looked like quite the fall there. Anything else need patching up?
I don't think so. While your palm still stings, they aren't actively bleeding, and the bandage you got for Bob earlier is still holding on. Why, do you have some on you?
Maybe. But if I keep bumping into you like this, I'll need to invest in some more. Being a klutz is a dangerous habit.
Well, the conversation only briefly captures your attention. The shadow and crouching around you serves as a good reminder as to why you were rushing home in the first place. That's sweet, but hopefully I won't need them. Anyways, I have to head home since it's getting late.
Well, I could tag along if you want. I'll probably be staying out for a bit anyways.
Staying out at this hour? And with people going missing? He's strangely at ease about being out late, although it would make sense. Bob is a local and knows how to get around. Meanwhile, this is only your second day in town and you barely know the main streets. Reject his offer. I do not let strangers walk you home unless you know them. Please. Please. For the love of whatever gods or goddesses you guys worship, please don't let a stranger take you home. Please. While the company would be nice, you aren't exactly in the mood for it, and at the moment, shaking your head. You decide to walk home alone. Bob doesn't seem too affected by your rejecting his offer, but his smile has gotten noticeably smaller. He nods in understanding while lifting his
I
hand in
guess
the
I'll see
wave.
you later then. Don't go tripping over things and hurting yourself again.
Tripping? Yeah, right. I wouldn't have fallen if someone didn't get in my way. Do you want me to fall for you that badly? Because I won't. Your teasing results in Bob's smile fully returning, and he chuckles at your words.
Sure. I totally believe you.
His words are laced with sarcasm, more playful rather than biting or mean. This banter carries on for several more minutes, each of you responding with your own quip or joke that makes the other laugh. Before you knew it, you were waving goodbye. I gotta head off now. Thanks for the nice
It's
chat.
been a pleasure speaking with you. Should I expect to see you at Boys and Grills tomorrow? Planning on being a frequent flyer?
Maybe, as long as you don't trip me again.
Clumsy. I better keep an eye out for you. And some bandages on hand just in case. Sweet dreams, darling. Have a nice night.
I don't like you. I mean, you're a funky character, but stop it with the darlin' thing, man. On that note, he turns and walks away, humming that same strange tune you first heard from him back at Boys and Girls. In no time at all, he ducks into an alleyway, vanishing from sight and leaving you all alone. With the warmth produced by his presence now gone, the chill of the approaching night seems to draw closer. Trying your best to shake off your anxiety, you turn around and begin your journey back home. Only the echoing sounds of your footsteps act as your company as you return. And the trip is a swift yet silent one. As you pass through the once bustling streets, the lights of stores and houses beginning to flicker on. There are still people out and about, but they move with an air of caution and uncertainty, worry and nerves causing the world around to become more subdued. Fortunately, you arrive home without incident, and with a weary sigh, opening the front door. Why is my house so dark? Why is this game so quiet? The darkness from outside follows you as you enter your home. You leave the front door open and allow rays of the moonlight to illuminate your room. Strange. It seems as though you'd forgotten to leave a light or two on before heading out earlier. You close the door, the sound of it shutting echoing around you. Keeping a hand on the wall, you make your way over to where you recall the light switch being. Flick. No lights. Despite your failed attempts to flick the switch a couple of more times and get nothing in response, did the power go out earlier? Is this why the lights aren't working? The street lights outside were on, but why in the world is there no electricity? Is someone cut the power? Is someone in the house? A sudden intrusive thought shoot through you. It mixes with your memories of popular horror tropes, especially ones that make people scream at the screen in frustration. You shake your head to rid yourself of the encroached paranoia. It's just a dark room, you'll be fine. Pull out your phone and check the battery is low. It's low, but enough for you to use the flashlight for just a while. Maybe you can get to the bottom of this. run your hand up to the side of the lamp, fumbling around for the switch. For a second, you think you see the light flicker, but it doesn't turn on. You click it again. Nothing. It seems as though the power is really out. Hello? Is someone there? No response, utterly watchful shape. After standing there like a fool for quite some time, you worry about. But if I get closer? You bite the bullet before stepping closer to figure out the figure shining a light directly on it. When you expect it closer, you can see that it's just a haphazardly posed mannequin. You recall it standing there earlier today, but not dressing it up. Looks like a hint of questioning behind the blank fixtures. Bop it. You wind up and as far as you can, smacking the mannequin with all your on-edged might. It sways and bobs in response. You'll rest easy knowing it can't hit back. You'll just go to bed. And just go to sleep. You part the curtains further to peer out into the darkened street. One of the streetlights flicker and your eye snaps to it. Oh, wait, what was that? Wait. Oh, I see it. Oh no, it's the Red Devil. It's those lights again. Unconsciously, you lean forward as your eyes narrow. It looked like someone was standing beneath the lamp, their shadowy form just a bit too far away to clearly make out. Just who is that? Oh. That totally didn't make me jump. It takes you only a second to recover from the scare. It seems like the figure... But in that time, it seems the figure has disappeared. Strange. Someone trying to prank you? Then again, it was entirely possible you might have just been seeing things. Remember what the cops said? Probably just on edge, like everyone else. There's only one way to find out for sure. No, I'm not ready. Power outlets don't indicate what exactly made the power go out, do they? Well, it doesn't hurt to check, lean down and stare at the little squinting through the darkness. Oh! 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 That, He saw me through the window. I'm not ready. And quickly check the drawers to see if there's anything that might help you better navigate the darkness. Fortunately, there's a collection of knickknacks that won't aid you in your situation. Okay, I guess we're going outside, everybody. Let's head outside. Yay! Oh god. Ooh, I don't like this. Ooh, the stars, they're there. They're up there still. I forgot I could right click to save. Wait. The silence you're met with is calming. With only your thoughts to keep you company, you attempt to clear your head. Your attempts are so intense that you nearly miss a glimpse of something moving out of the corner of your eye. The silhouette of a person, hiding, just out of sight. Gets of you, foresight forgotten, the breeze hitting your cheeks. The red sweater they're wearing is starting vibrant in the darkness, and you're hit with the urge to touch it. Beckoned by the fabric, you take one final step closer and approach the building's corner. Oh! 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 You hesitate for just a moment. Perhaps this isn't the best idea. Oh! It's cliche to say, but in that swift moment, your life flashes before your eyes. Time slows as you consider your options. There has to be something you can do. Ah! Flight. What do you...
Be a good man.
Terror and despair shoots through you. What do you do? What to do? What to do? Maybe you can scream for help, and then take your chance to run.
Be a good man. And keep your mouth shut for me. Can you do that?
The devil's piercing stare makes you less willing to bolt. He lets out a breathy chuckle, leering down from above, and with a mysterious, hungry grin. Your body trembles from where you now lay on the ground as you watch the devil back away into the darkness. Thank you for playing. See you in Chapter 1. And with that, everybody, this stream is coming to a close. Thank you for watching, and this game is not fully released as seen from the thank you message. We do not have a final release date for when this will be fully out or not. All I can say for now is I hope you enjoyed watching, and with that, I will see you guys in the next stream or video I play. Bye bye!